Hello, my loves. Welcome back to another astrological full moon tarot reading. Today, we are diving into the full moon that is coming up in the sign of Gemini. This is really exciting for me to share with you because this is going to be a massive time about being able to adapt with the changes that are coming into your life. I mean, think about it. We are also changing seasons. We are now entering into winter. And of course, this depends where in the world you're located. However, wherever you are, there's also changes that come abroad in your lives and the seasons. So this is the perfect time to become resourceful and adapt to these changes without resistance. Just like the beaver, and this is a beaver moon, full moon, you are invited to adapt to your environment and the seasons changing with ease. It's all about your adaptability to change. With the full moon being in Gemini, this is giving you the ability to look at certain situations in your life from different angles. And instead of becoming overwhelmed by the different perspective, instead being able to reflect on them deeper and be clear-minded about how you want to move forward from this certain situation. Remember that full moons are about letting go. They are about releasing what no longer is serving us, letting go of mental burdens and behaviors. With Gemini's duality, or two-phase, or as some people say, the twin persona, to me, this represents the conscious and unconscious mind. Therefore, take this time to truly go within, to go into introspection and reflect deeply on your thoughts. What thoughts are no longer serving you? Where can you perhaps gain more clarity in? And of course, you don't have to be a Gemini sign to resonate or apply these things into your life. This is simply the energy that this full moon is bringing into your life. So you want to take advantage of this type of energy to work in your favor, to bring healing into your life. Gemini is also ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication. This is encouraging you to quick thinking, adaptability. Ding, ding, ding. This is going to be a very powerful word during this entire lunation. And being open-minded, again, back to that different perspective and points of view on a certain situation in your life. All right, my loves, let's go ahead and get into each astrological sign and go into what this lunation, what this full moon in Gemini and Beaver moon is bringing into your life, what insight I can bring to you, and how to move through it. I'll see you in your reading. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Aries. Welcome to your divine full moon in Gemini reading. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. First up, you have Inner Temple as your oracle card. Devotion, tune in to the portal of your heart. Beautiful. You also have Eight of Pentacles, with the Ace of Cups, the Sun. Gotta love the Sun. Beautiful. And I feel like there's a theme already going on for you. Several themes, but one of them for sure being positivity. You also have Two of Pentacles with balance. Okay, my beautiful Aries. This full moon, this Gemini lunation is going to be assisting you in releasing a certain, let's say, dilemma that you have with yourself. And I say with yourself, but of course it can also be a dilemma with a situation in your life. But ultimately, when we have a dilemma and we don't know the answer to that, we don't know which decision to make or what to do about a certain dilemma, It all has to do with going within. You're going to find those answers. You're going to find a solution by tuning into your heart, by going within, right? So what I'm seeing here for you is that you have been working very persistently and have been dedicating the time and the necessary attention to yourself and your goals. So what I'm seeing here is that you have been working towards something that you want to bring into your life, whether that is romance, whether that is a career or finances. And honestly, for you, that might just be all, because you do have the Eight of Pentacles with the Ace of Cups here. So it could relate to actually both. One thing for sure that I'm seeing for you, my beautiful Aries, with this full moon in Gemini, is that you are going to be having new beginnings. There seems to be some sort of stop to something. And I don't know that I want to say that it's the end. I feel like it's more so the beginning of something for you. And although full moons are about what we're releasing and letting go of, I feel that for you, this release that you're going to be doing in this full moon is going to be bringing in new beginnings for you, if that makes sense. I'm seeing here that this thing that you so deeply desire from your heart, this thing that you have been very dedicatedly working on, is going to start manifesting around the time of this full moon in Gemini. And it's like you've been really trying to balance things out in your life. Even with the two, and I just thought of Gemini, which Gemini has the twins, right? Two faces. So specifically with the full moon in Gemini, I think this will apply to you. But I'm seeing here that you have been working on balancing things in your life, on having stability, on feeling secure, whether that is in your finances, like having financial freedom, or having the right relationships and the right people in your life, people who align with the things that you want and desire and deserve. And so with that being said, I also feel that with this full moon, something you could be releasing though is sort of like a battle within yourself, right? Maybe it's a battle between who you used to be and who you want to be, the people that you want in your life, or the things that you want in your life versus what you don't want anymore in your life, what you know you don't deserve or want to release. And that is sort of like a focus for you during this full moon in Gemini, is to really reflect, my dear Aries, on those things, those people that are not serving you and that perhaps you could close the door on so that you can walk through a new path, a new portal of opportunities where you're going to be more positive, more fulfilled, more happy, more creative, more excited, more joyful. Because that is the opportunity that is awaiting for you. Oh my God, okay. That is what I'm seeing for you. Is the universe is saying there's this portal, there's this door. And it's right there. It's so close to you. And what I'm saying is sometimes it's like you've been doing all this work, but sometimes you doubt if you can get there. You doubt if you can actually achieve all these goals that you have in mind, or perhaps you have been working on them for a while, you haven't seen progress, and that can sometimes make you feel unmotivated. But it's right there. It's so close to you. You just have to turn your focus and your intention to that path, right? Not getting too distracted over here or over there, and more so go within, become present, ground yourself, and reflect on the things and the path that you want to be on, and move forward in confidence with that, my dear Aries. And back to the balancing thing, with trying to find stability and balancing your life. I'm also feeling like this could also be internal balance, okay? Within yourself, maybe having a routine that works for you, where you don't feel too overwhelmed and you don't feel like you're juggling too many things at once, or overtaking too much, where you become overstimulated, overwhelmed. It's sort of like balancing the heart and your mind, because green represents the heart chakra, and the red represents the root chakra, which essentially it is your survival instincts versus your heart, what your heart desires versus what you're used to versus what you're comfortable in, whether that is about people, jobs, relationships, whatever it is. It's time to get out of your comfort zone, and it's time to allow yourself to receive the abundance that is out there, right there, waiting for you, because it's so close. And that is very clear in this picture here. It's just that sometimes your attention goes elsewhere. Sometimes, because I do see that you have been working on these things that you want, and you're paying attention to detail, and you're doing the necessary steps. It's just sort of like you're right there because of all the work that you've done. You've made it. You've made it to that door. And now it's all about stepping through that door. And there's a few little adjustments that needs to get done before you can walk into reaching your goals, your full potential, into being abundant, into being fulfilled. You're right there, Aries. That is what I'm seeing for you with this full moon in Gemini. So one thing I do want to advise you of, my beautiful Aries, is to get prepared, get ready, and learn to adapt with the changes that are coming into your life, because they feel like they're going to be significant. They feel like they're going to be great changes. And you know, you've been through enough already. You've been through most of the challenges. You have, even if you feel like, okay, you know, when am I going to get to the very top? You're almost there. You have already been through the major trials and tribulations. It's only a matter of time now and of trusting. The last thing I also want to say, my dear Aries, is to be clear about your intention and communication. Perhaps communication with others, right? Setting those boundaries so that you're not keeping yourself back with certain people, maybe certain connections that are not serving you. There's something about communication and setting boundaries for you. And maybe setting boundaries with yourself, holding yourself accountable with the things that you say or don't say you're going to do. Continue trusting in yourself and just know that you're almost right there to the finish line. All right, my beautiful Aries, thank you so much for allowing me to bring you this divine guidance with this full moon in Gemini. It is always such a pleasure to connect with your beautiful energy. If you feel drawn to, I highly encourage you to look at your rising and moon sign as well, just because this way you can get a bigger picture of what this message for you is. And if you know what your rising and moon sign are, you have to also know that those are parts of your characteristics, your whole picture. You're a whole entire picture. You're not just your sun sign. The rising and moon are other characteristics of you, with the moon sign representing your emotions and your rising sign representing how you present yourself. So if you feel drawn to, definitely check those out as well. And I will see you in the next video. Goodbye, my love. Hello, my beautiful Taurus. Welcome to your divine full moon in Gemini reading. Wow. This is such a beautiful reading for you, my lovely Taurus. I'm very excited to dive in. The first card that you have is Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. Wow, this is very, very beautiful, mature energy for you, my dear Taurus. I'm very excited. And you have the sky in reverse, which is the Emperor in reverse, with movement of Pentacles, which is Knight of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. I really truly hope this is finding the right people, because the message for Taurus today, I think, is going to be very beautiful and significant. And you also have movement of cups, so Knight of Cups as well. Okay. And last but not least, you have Judgment. I'm just gonna straighten these out here. Okay. Beautiful. So, my beautiful Taurus, What I'm seeing for you here with this full moon in Gemini, which is a time of adaptability and introspection and even self-discovery, that is basically what I'm seeing for you, my beautiful Taurus, is that this could be a time that you are reflecting. This could be a time where you are self-evaluating and reflecting on the things that have not or could be working out for you in your life. And with this full moon in Gemini, that time is only going to be more amplified for you, meaning that you are going to be receiving clarity around certain things in your life that perhaps before you didn't have full clarity on. You, my dear friend, are someone who I feel has come through their karmic lessons, meaning that you have gone through a lot in your life, a lot of challenges that have taught you a lot of valuable lessons and have molded you into the person, the wise, strong person that you are today. I feel like you have an increased self-awareness and you're allowing healing to take place so that you can move forward in a positive direction. Meaning that you're someone that has matured quite a lot because of your experiences. You're someone that maybe has a lot of structure and routine in their lives or like things done in a certain way. Or you're being very picky about the decisions and the people and the things that you're allowing in your life, in your energy. I'm also even feeling, to be honest with you, that you could be someone who is spiritually awakened, and not everyone that watches these type of videos are fully aware or spiritually awakened just yet. And for you, I feel like you have a certain connection to the divine and to your soul specifically. I feel like you've done some sort of work, or maybe you really connect with your spirit guides and ancestors or the divine. And I feel like you have been very much guided in your journey. And not only have you been guided, you are someone who has a purpose here on planet Earth. I mean, of course, we all have a purpose here, but some of us have a specific purpose when it comes to the collective, to raising other people's consciousness and vibration, to assist in them in healing as well, to be of example. And for whatever reason, my beautiful Taurus, I feel like you're one of those people. And you don't necessarily just have to be spiritual to fit into that criteria. You could be a leader or of example because you're a teacher, or because you work in a healthcare field, or you do something that involves helping others. It doesn't just have to be in a spiritual form, but you are someone that perhaps people admire and you're wise beyond your years. You have a heart that is huge, loving and nurturing. And very wise. There's very wise energy around you, to be honest with you. I feel like you are an old soul. And maybe you're someone who is a dreamer in the sense that believes in Earth being able to be a happy oneness place. Perhaps when you were younger, or there's an inner part of you that, or even now, that believes that joy and heaven, let's say, right, like on the card here, could exist here on Earth, of being one with the collective, with others, and being at peace. What this full moon in Gemini, my beautiful Taurus, I feel that there could be an opportunity for some sort of closing when it comes to your healing. I feel like you've already done a lot of healing, right? There's a lot of work that you've done in yourself. This is why you're going into self-evolution and introspection, which is great. However, I am also feeling like there is something that perhaps still has not fully been healed. And this could be about forgiving someone, or letting go of something that is sort of blocking you. This could be like limiting beliefs, the way that you view yourself, or maybe even judge yourself on a subconscious level. Maybe you're not fully aware that you still have these lingering emotions, maybe towards someone else who you haven't fully, truly forgiven, but you think you have because of all the work you've done. it's something along those lines, right? Something that is still somewhat blocking you. And it feels like in this full moon in Gemini, this thing may come up for you. It's going to come to the surface for you to heal and fully release because it's been holding you back. It's going to give you that push forward. The Virgo sign here is sticking out to me. And maybe perhaps this has to do with a Virgo sign. And if not, it could just be that it's someone with an earth sign. And even if not, because this is a general reading for the collective, I do feel that it's associated with some sort of connection or relationship that still needs some sort of healing. Or again, it could be like even with yourself, like limiting beliefs or blockages that are sort of holding you back from your truest and fullest potential. So I do encourage you during this full moon, of course, and full moons are about releasing, letting go of whatever's not serving us. I encourage you to set time aside, my beautiful Taurus. Set time to journal, to reflect exactly on what it is that perhaps you still haven't let go of that you could in order to move forward. Ask yourself why. Ask yourself, what is it that you could potentially be holding on to on a subconscious level? And maybe meditate with it, because perhaps you'll find the answer that you seek. Maybe it'll just come down to you as a download, because I do feel that you're someone who's also very intuitive, very in tune with themselves. There's definitely beautiful transformation happening within you, my beautiful Taurus. This is very exciting. You are becoming so much more mature. I feel like you don't let certain situations and things get to you the way that they did before. You're gaining more control out of your emotions and your behavior and your actions. You're taking action, actually, towards the life that you want to create. You're no longer just thinking about it and wishing about it. You are taking literal action. You're getting up and doing the things that you need to do in order to be successful, in order to achieve your goals, to attract the right people, to bring in abundance, financial abundance, whatever it is. And this is beautiful. This is what's really going to get you there. Okay, my beautiful Taurus, thank you so much for allowing me to bring this divine guidance to you with the full moon in Gemini. As always, it is such a pleasure to be of enlightenment to you. If you haven't already, or if you feel drawn, please also watch your rising and moon sign, as those are also part of your characteristics. You're not just your sun sign, as most people believe. And you can also get more of a bigger picture by looking at your sign, at your rising and moon sign as well. All right. Much love and healing energy to you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Gemini. Welcome to your full moon astrological tarot reading. How exciting! It is your time to shine, my beautiful Gemini. With this full moon in Gemini, in your sign, in your power, I think that things are only going to be even more amplified for you, my dear Gemini. So for starters off, your oracle card is birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Beautiful start here. Obviously, new beginnings, creating, taking action. With Earth Mother, which is the Empress. You also have the Fool. Again, new beginnings. So only more confirmations that new things will be starting in your life. And you also have 10 of Wands. The journey will be taking a turn. Wow. Right? And you have Spirit of Wands, which is the King of Wands. All right, beautiful. Beautiful. My dear Gemini, Wow. Okay. What a time for you, honestly. And even on the full here with it having a moon in the card, I think that this is even more significant to this full moon in Gemini coming in for you. Okay. As we know, as you may know, full moons are about releasing what no longer is serving us, letting go of perhaps what we no longer need, and introspection, going within, reflecting. With that being said, my beautiful Gemini, I feel that you are ready for a new start. You are ready just for that, to let go of the old and welcome in the new. I'm seeing here that perhaps you could be in a place in your life where you're attending more to you, tuning in more to healing and love and abundance in your life. Perhaps this is a time, or it more so sort of feels like you have already been on this journey where you have been welcoming in new beginnings, where you have been learning to listen more to your intuition, to tuning into who you are as a being, to what you want, to your desires, right? And I feel like perhaps because you have been doing this work where you're grounding yourself, you're nurturing you, you're healing and connecting with yourself more, the universe is saying they're ready. They are ready for more, and they're ready to give it to you. It's like this, I'm seeing like this big portal opening up for you. Okay, I'm seeing like an opening for you of divine abundance of what you most desire coming true. Basically, what you have been working towards gaining and having in your life, I see it finally coming through. And I feel, my dear friend, like this could have been quite a little bit of a journey for you, that at times will feel very exhausting, that at times you will feel like giving up, at times you will feel like it's too much to bear, and perhaps you would doubt whether or not you can do this. And maybe you wanted to give up in the middle of it all because it's not easy. It's not easy, but you have done it. You are doing it. And your reminder is to keep going, because there's a birthing of a new age. There's new creations. There's more coming in for you. Your angels also want to say to not be afraid to take a leap of faith, to not be afraid to jump onto new things, even if they seem a little bit scary or seem a little bit out of your comfort zone. Remember, my beautiful Gemini, that we grow out of our comfort zone. Okay, there's a lot of healing that you've been doing, and I can feel that in your reading. And so things are about to start paying off for you. You're about to start reaping your rewards, is what I'm saying. I see you taking more control of your life, feeling more motivated, and leading forward. Being sort of like a good example, but it's more so like you're daring yourself for more, to do more. I feel that with this full moon in Gemini specifically, you're being invited to adapt, because you are one of the signs that really empowers adaptability and self-evolution or self-reflection. And you're being invited to do that, to adapt to changes, because there's a new beginning coming. And this is not a time for you to shut down, to doubt, to question your ability, your capability, but more so to walk in confidence, my dear Gemini, to rise up as the wise person that you are, as the strong and capable individual that you can be. You're being invited to adapt to the changes that are coming into your life, even if they feel like it's going to take a lot. Maybe this is going to require for you to leave certain people behind, certain habits, certain beliefs, and to adapt into new ones. Invite in new things into your life. Because sometimes, we think, okay, I want changes in my life. I want something new. But then when that new thing comes in, we resist it because it can seem scary, because it requires us to go into our uncomfortable zone. It requires us to take action. Look at things from different angles with a different perspective. Reflect on your thoughts pattern, and let go of any and all mental burdens, okay? I'm also saying here to not be afraid, my beautiful Gemini, which you're not a sign that should be afraid to communicate. You are one of the strongest signs when it comes to communication, and use that to your advantage, okay? Communicate anything that perhaps you could have been holding back on, or a certain conversation that needs closure, or that you need to express perhaps, right? And you can do this not just directly with a person, but even through journaling. Use this full moon to reflect, to release out into the universe in writing, or by being vocal about the things that are not serving you. The close that you need to close, to put an end to. And start or continue taking action. Continue being strong-minded and action-orientated. You need to understand and know that you got this, my beautiful Gemini. You really do. And you're on the right path. Continue creating this new life that truly satisfies you, not others, but yourself. This is your time now. This is about you now, my dear Gemini. All right, my beautiful Gemini, thank you so much for allowing me to bring you this divine guidance. It is always such a pleasure to be of enlightenment. I highly encourage you to also check out your rising and moon sign if you haven't already, or if you feel drawn to. Remember that your rising and moon sign are part of your characteristics. They are part of who you are. And by listening to your rising and moon sign readings, you get a bigger picture of what exactly is going on with this full moon. All right, my beautiful friend, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video. See you. Hi, my beautiful Cancer. Welcome to your divine astrological full moon reading. Okay, I'm quite looking forward to dive into your reading today. I think there are some divine guidance that are coming through for you specifically, my dear Cancer. Okay, so we have, as your oracle card, the initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. Okay, beautiful. You also have 3 of Wands with the 4 of Cups. Innocent of Pentacles, which is the Page of Pentacles. And 2 of Cups. Wow. All right. My beautiful friend, my love. Honestly, I'm very happy that you're watching this video today, because I feel that this is a reminder and a message that you really need to hear at this time. Because I'm seeing for you, my beautiful Cancer. Oh, and I'm so sorry. Actually, there's something else that I meant to mention before I got into your reading, and I almost forgot to mention. So, for whatever reason, out of all the astrological signs, I lost your astrological symbol, your sign. So for the other ones, if you've seen these before, or if you go and see your rising and moon sign, you will see that for those I have the symbol. And for the Cancer, I was looking everywhere and I could not find it. I didn't even know that I had lost it. And I just couldn't find it anywhere. And I started to become frustrated looking for it. And I was feeling like I really needed it. You know, I was saying, but how am I going to do the reading without the symbol when every other sign has it? It's just not going to be complete. And I need to find it. And I was looking for it and I couldn't find it. Okay. And the reason that I'm sharing this little story with you, my beautiful Cancer, is because I feel like that is actually a representation of your story, your energy at this time. Meaning that perhaps you are feeling some sort of frustration in some aspect of your life right now, either because you feel like something's missing, or you're feeling like you absolutely need this thing or this person, or things are not going your way, right? There's something that you want that you're not quite obtaining or having just yet. Things are not going your way, and it's causing frustration, and it's causing you to feel like, oh, without this thing, I'm not, I'm not gonna get to my goal, or things are not going my way. The universe is not on my side, and all of this doubt and frustration, right? Sort of like I was feeling by not finding your symbol. And then I came to terms and I said, you know what? It's okay. It doesn't matter. I don't need it. I can still keep going. I can still do the reading, and it's going to be just fine. And I feel like that's actually a symbol. I think that there's a reason why I couldn't find your token, your symbol, is because sometimes we have to remind ourselves, my beautiful Cancer, that when things don't work our way, most of the time, or if not all of the time, it is for our greater good. And I feel like you are in the midst of some sort of lesson or challenge right now. And even with this card here, the rite of passage, crossing the threshold, you are right now in here. You are inside of the darkness. You are inside of feeling like things are not going your way, like there's distractions, there's chaos, perhaps there's grief in your life. Maybe you've lost a loved one or someone that was significant to you, whether that's a relationship or a family member or anything of that sort, or maybe even like losing a job, right? Something that feels like is not in your favor, but it's actually the opposite, Cancer. It is the complete opposite. This doesn't mean that the universe is against you. This does not mean that you're being punished. You are at the threshold. You are about to pass through and get to the other side of things. You are literally, and even with the way your cards came out here, you are about to make it to exactly where you want to be. It's just that before you get there, there's certain lessons that you need to learn. There's certain things that you're not seeing, that the only way you're going to learn and see these things is by going through this. This is the shift, my beautiful Cancer, from one chapter of your life to the other. And it's like, it really feels like this battle, and not even a battle. I want to say this lesson is being presented to you for a specific reason. There's just something so much more valuable out of this that you can perhaps learn. And I feel that you could look at this from a different perspective rather than the victim perspective. You're basically being tested, because you're headed somewhere sacred, okay? You're headed somewhere beyond what you ever wanted. This is literally just an initiation for you, the start of something, okay? So if you are feeling like you're being regretful, or you've missed out on certain opportunities, or like your life is stagnant at this time, know that you're actually headed in the right direction. Know that your guides and your angels are working towards something greater and better for you. Okay? This is not to punish you. And even with the Three of Wands here, which is all about expansion. It's all about spreading your wings. It's all about embarking on a new journey. I mean, wow. The confirmations with the other cards are very clear. This is a time of travel and moving abroad for you, my beautiful Cancer. This is a time of moving forward. However, you have to have confidence and believe. You have to know that this is working in your favor, that the universe is working behind scenes. You're experiencing things so that you can become the wise and strong person that lives within you. You're literally becoming of something. I will say that. You're becoming of something. And I feel like this is something that you'll be able to look back on and understand better once you're through it. But something you can do now to help you move through this with ease is changing your perspective around. And ask yourself, What could this be teaching me? How is this serving me? What could my angels, what could God be trying to tell me with this experience, with this loss, with this stagnant time? Maybe it's to become more present. Maybe it's to become more patient. Maybe it's to learn to set boundaries or to let go of things that don't serve you. One thing's for sure, my beautiful Cancer, is that there's good news coming in for you. Okay, there's something great coming in for you. So this is a time to set intention. Wow, literally solid beginnings. I mean, I feel like you're going to be having so much more stability and security in your life. It's like lay out the foundations, take advantage of the opportunities coming in for you, and trust in the divine, trust in God, trust in your spirit guides. Because you will be finding balance. You will be finding harmony in your life, my beautiful Cancer. Please do not dwell on doubt. Don't allow doubt and distrust to consume you. Learn to adapt to changes because things will be going a lot better for you. A lot better than you expect, my beautiful Cancer. So during this full moon in Gemini, you're being invited to reflect, okay? Reflect on these things that you can let go of, this thinking pattern, this negative thinking really is what I want to say. Let go of the sabotaging thoughts that are blocking you from seeing the true picture here, my beautiful Cancer. All right, my loves, thank you so much for allowing me to be of enlightenment to you. It is always such a pleasure. If you haven't already, or if you feel drawn to, definitely check out your rising and moon sign as well, just because this will give you a much bigger picture on exactly what this full moon in Gemini is bringing in for you, this lunation. And I will see you in my next video. See you. Hello, my beautiful Leos. Welcome to our full moon in Gemini astrological tarot reading. All right. As you may or may not know, I am a Leo myself. So I'm very excited to see what is coming up for us beautiful Leos. Okay. So your oracle card is play. Have fun, celebrate, don't be too serious or so serious. We also have Innocence of Cups, which is the Page of Cups. And we have Two of Swords. With Spirit of Pentacles, which is the King of Pentacles. And last but not least, you have Ten of Swords. Okay. Beautiful. All right, my beautiful, bold, daring, fiery Leos. Let's see. So, what is full moon in Gemini, which is all about adaptability, self-evolution and reflection, communication. I am seeing here that, for starters, and this is coming up twice for us, is that we could enjoy a little bit more of life. We could relax more. Let me say that, because perhaps we are enjoying life, right? Perhaps you are doing things that also allow you to indulge in things you enjoy. Maybe you do go out with friends and you do things that you find fun. I think that the message with this is to also relax a bit, okay? Tap more into your childlike energy, having fun, pampering yourself, whether that's a nice warm bath or just sitting back and watching your favorite movie with some popcorn and chocolate. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because I feel like our energy or your energy could have been a bit drained recently, either by people or the things that you're doing. Because I do feel like there is some sort of becoming for you, in the sense that you have been working towards something here. Maybe it's building your own business. Maybe it's, staying dedicated and consistent in a certain goal that you have. Going to the gym, whatever it is, right? It feels like you have been focused on something. And our spirit guides are saying, but also remember to take a step backwards and just enjoy, right? There's even like a beach here on the background. So there's a need to cleanse our energy and also to relax, maybe even sleep more for some of us. And I can definitely use some more sleep. I will say that. I will admit to that. But my beautiful Leo, I am seeing here on another side, on another note, is that perhaps in a certain way or a certain area of our lives, this could be in relationship, finance, whichever area of your life, personal even, there could be a little bit of, let's say, stalemate, in the sense that you could be at crossroads with something. For example, if it's in relation to relationships, maybe you're at crossroads on whether or not you want to stay single or you actually want to date. Maybe sometimes you want to be single and alone, and other times you want a companion. Or maybe it's about your job. Do you start your own business or do you stay where you are? Is fear stopping you? Like what's going on? What's going on underneath the surface? Why is it that sometimes you feel like you want a relationships and maybe a part of you doesn't? Whatever it is that you're at crossroads, maybe you're at crossroads about a certain relationship, right? Whether or not to keep this person in your life or not. Whether or not you need to make that decision, whatever it is, maybe whether or not you need to travel or relocate, or whether you should stay where you are. And so what's coming to my awareness with this decision that we need to make is that this is making us feel stressed. It's sort of like we're avoiding to make this decision. We're keeping ourselves in limbo because it's sort of a painful decision to make. And we're being encouraged to come to face with that fear, to come to face with what it is that we need to do about this dilemma. And not be torn between these two things, okay? The situations. Not being in the middle. And so, with that being said, my beautiful Leo, I think it is important that we keep ourselves grounded in the present moment and not allow our heads or thoughts to go too far off and thinking too much about this. Oh, and I also see the moon here. Anytime that I see a moon in the readings, I feel like the full moon is even more significant to your reading. I feel like you should take time to really become present and reflect. Okay, keep yourself accountable. Remind yourself of what you truly want, of the end goal. For example, if you want to find yourself in a healthy, loving relationship, okay, what are you doing to do that, to get there? Are you still allowing perhaps toxic connections in your life? If you want better friendships, if you want a better paying job, if you want to be more disciplined with eating better, like what are you doing to make sure that you're reaching your goals, that you're staying in that path? Sometimes it's about bringing awareness to yourself throughout the day, reminding yourself throughout the day, okay, this is where I want to be, so I'm not going to tolerate that. So I feel that with this full moon in Gemini, you're being invited to reflect on those things. Write them down. Maybe set reminders on your phone about what it is that you truly want so that you don't forget. Because sometimes we wake up, right? And we're feeling good, and then we go on about our day and we forget about our end goal. And then we indulge in those things that set us back. Even though maybe the night before we just reflected or talked about not allowing certain things, and then the next day we forget and we go right back. So definitely holding yourself accountable seems to be a theme here. And while you're doing these things, like not being so hard on yourself, Leo, because I feel like sometimes we can be really hard on ourselves. And that's only because we want the best for ourselves, right? And for those around us. We are heart-centered beings, okay? We operate from our heart. We're naturally nurturing and loving and loyal. Oh my goodness, we're very loyal. But because you know you're loyal, because you know how nurturing, loving you can be, make sure that you're investing your energy in those things and those people that deserve it. Okay? Because we are becoming something so much more, so much bigger. Wow. Okay. We are becoming something else. We are entering a new era in our lives. So it is important that we stay on track, but also relax. Also just allow ourselves to be, to learn, to grow, right? And we grow and learn through our experiences, through our lessons, through our challenges. The other thing, or the last thing here that I want to mention, my beautiful Leo, is with this thing that has been troubling you, this dilemma that's making you feel drained, defeated. Perhaps, you know, this is something that you really want to let go of. Maybe it's like quitting smoking. Maybe it's quitting drinking, right? Whatever it is, doesn't matter, relationship, career. The point is that there's something that I feel like we need to finally let go of without being in the middle, without, you know, one foot there, one foot here. And finally come to terms on which side we're going to be in. And so that is what this full moon in Gemini is all about for us. It's about reflecting on those things, letting those things go, and embracing and adapting to new beginnings. Even if it feels uncomfortable, even if it feels hard to, let's say, stay consistent, to wake up every day and go to the gym, to not, you know, have a drink when you go out, whatever it is, to saying no to certain people. Wow, this is powerful stuff here. This really is. And I'm encouraging you and reminding you that you got this. We're very strong. We're very bold. And we deserve the best. We truly do. And that's okay. You got this, my beautiful Leo. Wow. Thank you so much for allowing me to bring you this divine guidance. If you haven't already, or if you feel drawn to, definitely check out your rising and moon sign, as well as those parts of yourself, those characteristics also complete the bigger picture. You can get a better idea of what this full moon is bringing in for you by watching your rising and moon sign as well. All right, my beautiful Leo, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video. See ya. Hello, 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 my beautiful Virgo. Welcome to your divine full moon in Gemini astrological tarot reading. Okay, let's go ahead and dive right in, my beautiful Virgo. We have the age of light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. Interesting. Okay, oh, sorry. Okay. You have that with Ace of Wands. Okay. Nine of Cups. Spirit of Cups, which is the King of Cups. And last but not least, Eight of Swords. All right, my beautiful Virgo. What might this full moon in Gemini have for you? Okay, I'm seeing something here. What is full moon? I think that there's certain things, or what this full moon is going to be bringing in for you, really. What's going to be coming to the surface, because a lot of times, or most of the time, full moons bring to the surface things that we need to release, whether we're aware of them or not. And there's two indications here that I feel like this full moon in Gemini is going to be revealing something to you. Okay? And what it's going to be revealing could be in any area of your life, especially because this is a general reading. This could be revealing things to you from your subconscious mind, from a relationship, a connection, your job, your finances, okay? But I do see here that there's something that you're going to be seeing that perhaps you did not see before. It's like the veils are going to be taken off your eyes, and you're going to see something about yourself or your life that needs perhaps change, because there is change coming into your life. And for you specifically, my beautiful Virgo, I also feel like you are someone who, at soul level, you're someone who has been here on planet Earth multiple times. You are a wise soul, meaning that you have gone through a lot of lifetimes with a lot of lessons. And so you specifically chose this lifetime to incarnate during this lifetime for specific reasons, special reasons. Certain lessons that your soul really want to learn and grasp, okay? And I mentioned this because I feel like this thing that you're going to be releasing could be part of that. It could be that these are part of patterns and repeated cycles that you have from previous lifetimes. So it's something that's going to be revealed to you, or maybe even if it's not something that's revealed to you, perhaps it's something that it's going to be focused. So please pay attention to what comes up during this full moon, during this lunation. What is focused, right? What problems, what conversations, what emotions come up for you, and reflect on them, because I'm really feeling here like whatever thing comes up for you, it has a significant meaning to it. It's not just like, oh, I'm having a bad day, or, oh, I've been arguing with this person for months now, and, oh, I've been feeling like this for a while now. Like, this isn't something new. But it is something, it is something significant, even if it's something that you felt before, that you've seen before. This full moon in Gemini, this full moon is going to be reflecting on that, is going to be shining its light upon that. It's going to come up for a certain reason, because it needs to be healed. And it's a certain cycle that perhaps you carry from previous lifetimes, as I mentioned. For example, let's say that during this full moon, you really start to feel in your feelings about a certain connection, and you just can't stop reflecting and thinking about this person and something that they did, and for whatever reason you just feel like it's heightened. You feel like, oh my God, this is very specific. Like, yeah, I think about that person all the time, but during this full moon, for whatever reason, I'm sort of feeling a little different, or I'm feeling even stronger, or whatever it is, right? Maybe it's about your job, the way you feel about where you are, and just feeling like really unhappy and really thinking about like, hey, perhaps I should leave this job. Whatever it is, whatever comes up for you, I want you to really look into it. Don't just push it to the side thinking, oh, whatever, I've been feeling like this about this for a while. It's coming up because it's something that you need to clear and heal and let go of for a long time, not only in this lifetime. Perhaps it's a cycle that you continue from previous lifetimes, that you repeat lifetime after lifetime, and you're meant to break it in this lifetime. You're meant to break free, kind of like the Spirit of Cups here with the well coming out of the waters. Kind of see how it's almost like being lifted, and it looks like, kind of like breaking free. To me, it looks like that. And for you, my beautiful Virgo, I feel like this is what this full moon is about. It's about releasing those patterns, maybe sabotaging behaviors, toxic relationships, whatever it is. It's time that you break out of a certain pattern. That is what I'm seeing for you with this full moon, okay? And this is going to be something very powerful as well. This is going to be something that has been holding you back for a long time, that blocks you from being truly happy and abundant and fulfilled. Like, this thing really blocks off how happy you could be in life, how successful you could be in life. Whether you know this or not, this is something greater and deeper. It's the root is what they're showing me, okay? They're really showing me the root of things with this. It's not just the surface. It's not just, it's not just like having one bad relationship. It's like, do you self-sabotage in relationships? Do you tolerate less? Or maybe whatever it is, but it's like, look deeper into it is what I want to say. Because I feel like you have great potential, my beautiful Virgo, when it comes to making your wishes come true, being successful, being in alignment with the things that you want, having high self-esteem, celebrating, and just in general, achieving the things that you desire. But you have these things that are blocking you, that hold you back. It's like this imbalance in your life, because you might be great in one area, but then you have this other area that really tips off the scale, okay? And I'm seeing here that there's some sort of new beginning starting for you, this new phase. And this is why you might do this work in order for you to really bring in this new phase, because this new phase is going to be different. You're going to be taking action and things are actually going to start moving and happening for you. But you must be ready, because if you're not, you may not be able to receive this. If you're not ready, if you don't learn the lessons that you're supposed to learn, then you're not going to receive that manifestation. You're not going to receive that thing that you desire. And this is why oftentimes people don't manifest their desires, because there's things in the way that they still need to heal that have not healed yet. And my beautiful Virgo, with you having a moon card here, there's obviously a moon. I think that this message is very specific to you. Anytime that I see the moon in readings, I feel that the message is very specific to that person with that full moon or new moon cycle. So please, please consider everything that I'm saying and take it into consideration. And my beautiful Virgo, I feel that one way or the other, you are in the right track. There's just a little bit of tweaking that needs to happen, a few lessons and healing and releasing that we need to do. And that's just what this full moon is all about. It's about releasing and letting go of what's not serving us. So please reflect on those things, okay? All right, my beautiful Virgo, thank you so much for allowing me to be of divine light or in guidance to you, for bringing you this guidance. If you feel drawn to, definitely take a look at your rising and moon sign as well, just to get a bigger picture and idea of what this message is for you. As your rising and moon sign also or part of you, of who you are, of your characteristics. And if you enjoy this video, please do give this a thumbs up and subscribe so that we can stay connected. All right, my loves, I will see you in the next video. See you. Hi, my beautiful Libra. Welcome to your divine full moon astrological tarot reading in the sign of Gemini. Wow. I'm gonna get straight to it, my beautiful Libra, because you have quite the interesting reading, in the sense that this is the only reading that has the same theme in each and every single card. And I'll tell you just exactly what I mean with that in just a moment. Let's go ahead and go over your cards first. So your tarot card for today, I'm sorry, not your tarot, your oracle is Akasha. Your guidance is divinely guided. And keep that, excuse me, please keep that in mind, my beautiful Libra, that your guidance is divinely guided. That is going to be an important point in your reading. You also have the Two of Swords. We have the moon up here. Whenever I see the moon in a reading, when I do a full moon or new moon astrological reading, for me that signifies that this is specifically a message for you with the full moon, okay? And then you also have the Seven of Cups with the Hangman. And last but not least, the Lovers. Okay. All right, my beautiful Libra. This is quite the interesting reading, I'm not going to lie, because this is the first time that I see a reading that has the same meaning, basically in every card, just different forms. Each and every single one of these cards, and mind you, there are 5 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 cards, and they all have one thing in common, all of them. Usually when I do a reading, you know, there's a few cards that have the same meaning or similar meanings, and others that don't, or others are completely different, but yours is just, they all have the same meaning. And that is, my beautiful Libra, that you have a dilemma, okay? There is something that you are unsure about. There's a decision, a choice, a path that you must make or take, and you're conflicted. You don't know which path to take. You may be feeling overwhelmed with what you should do. Maybe you're unsure. Maybe you're doubting, you're questioning. And this feels to be a very significant and important decision. This feels like something big. This isn't like, which outfit should I wear? Or, what shoes should I wear today? This feels something that will affect your life tremendously, one way or the other. So we're talking about whether or not you should leave a relationship, whether or not you should leave your job, whether or not you should take action on something, right? Feel something to be a lot bigger. And I think that the reason why your angels and guides are bringing this up in this reading today is because perhaps you will gain some clarity with this full moon in Gemini. And they want to remind you, like I said earlier, that your guidance is divinely guided. Your angels, your guide, your higher self are very much leading you and guiding you towards making the right decision. You just have to go within. You just have to become present and listen to your intuition, listen to the whispers of your angels and guides, okay? With that being said, my beautiful Libra, one advice that they have for you as well, or another advice, is to look at things from a different perspective or from the outside perspective, okay? Perhaps this decision that you have to make is something that keeps you comfortable, meaning that if you're in a relationship and you're conflicted on whether or not you should fully end it, maybe you're married, maybe you have kids together, maybe you own something together, whatever it is, and you're conflicted, you're being told to look at the bigger picture, not just at the logical side of, okay, well, but we have a family, we own a home together, we know each other for years, we loved each other, whatever it is, but more so, look at things also from the other side of things. What's the flip of the coin? Is it that perhaps you're not happy here anymore? You're not fulfilled? Is it that you deserve better? Maybe someone more nurturing, more loving? And if this is about your career, your job, which for some of you, I'm feeling like this could relate to like starting something new, maybe starting your own thing, maybe seeking other paths when it comes to your finances. But you're scared to because you're comfortable where you are. Maybe you have been there for years. Your guides are saying, same thing. Look at it from the other side. What is your heart telling you? Would you be more happy if you did that other thing? If you started your own job and pursued that calling, that feeling of wanting to do something else, right? So don't get so stuck on what is and the logical things of like, okay, well, I'm in my current job and I'm financially stable there. If I start new, this and that could go wrong and I would have to start from the bottom and I wouldn't make as much or whatever it is. Like put those sides, put those thoughts, those doubts aside and look at things from an open heart. Look at things with where the universe is pushing you to. Because you will know, if you really pay attention, you will know exactly where you're being guided, my beautiful Libra. And this is why you're being told that this is divinely guided. Because what I'm hearing is, this is part of your soul's purpose. Whatever decision and dilemma you're in right now, and the reason why this is such a big deal is because this is part of why you're here on planet Earth. Whatever, there's a lesson that you're supposed to be learning out of this that is a great deal of a lesson, and it's also supposed to help you realign you into why you came into Earth. Maybe it's to learn to love yourself more. Maybe it's to learn to put yourself first, or to set yourself free to live a life that you truly feel fulfilled in, right? Maybe it's to get out of your own way, to break out of those limiting beliefs, that little voice that tells you that you cannot do it, when in reality, you 100,000% can, Libra. I'm sorry, you can, Libra. Okay? And I'm also seeing here, take a step back, because I feel like you could be feeling really overwhelmed with this dilemma. Okay, you could be feeling very overwhelmed. So it's important that you also take time to maybe meditate, connect with nature, journal, specifically with the full moon coming up. It's a great time to take some time to just write out your thoughts maybe and reflect on what would happen if you did take the right decision, if you did go along with what your heart and your gut is telling you to do? Because, it's so funny. We we make things a lot more complicated than they really are when it comes to making a decision. We get stuck between should I not, but your heart and your gut will tell you what that right decision is. So don't be deceived, okay? Do not be deceived by distractions, by what was, or the history of something, or the comfort of something. And more so, look at what is it that's going to really fill your cup? What is it that really is going to make you happy here? Truly happy. Even if it's going to be hard, even if it's challenging to leave your job, challenging to do the healing, challenging to leave someone, what is more beneficial to you? Staying where you are now, or starting new and really setting yourself up for something wonderful and magnificent? Okay? I hope that sort of helps you reflect on what you want to do, because I just feel that you know the answer, but maybe you don't want to see it because it's a hard decision to make. Maybe it's a painful decision to make. Maybe there's other people that are also going to be affected by the decision that you make. But this is a decision that is divinely guided. This is a decision that goes beyond who you are in this physical body. It goes beyond into your soul and your previous lifetimes, my beautiful Libra. So please think about it thoroughly. Reflect on it. Maybe write your pros and cons. Maybe ask for guidance. Ask for signs on whether or not you should go through with this. Okay? Wow, this is beautiful and powerful, my dear Libra. I'm so excited for you. I really am. I hope that you're able to follow your heart and embark on this new journey, right? It's time. It's your time. All right, my dear Libra, thank you so much for allowing me to bring you this divine guidance and insight. It is always such a pleasure to be of enlightenment. And if you haven't already, or if you feel drawn to, please also take a look at your rising and moon sign, just so that you can get a better picture of the story with the full moon and what is coming in for you. And also, if you feel it in your heart to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to me, I would absolutely love that, as it helps my channel grow and it helps us in staying connected as well. All right, my loves, I will see you in the next video. See you. Hello, my gorgeous and beautiful Scorpio. Welcome to your full moon in Gemini astrological tarot reading. Okay, let's go ahead and dive right in. For your oracle card, you have Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty and Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, Teacher. And I love that this card came out for you, because I feel like it goes hand in hand with your sign, being that you are a mystical sign and intuitive sign. I don't know, I sort of associate Scorpios also with the mistress. Priestess. And teachers, just someone who is wise and in tune with their magical side. Okay? You also have the Three of Cups with Queen of Swords, you have the Four of Swords, and last but not least, you have the Eight of Wands. All right, beautiful, my dear Scorpio. Okay, with this full moon in Gemini, and full moons are all about releasing, letting go of what is not serving us, and oftentimes, or most times, or all of the times, things that need to come up to the surface for us to see and heal, right? These are things that come up for us to let go of, that are not serving us. Okay, what I'm seeing for you, my beautiful Scorpio, is that things should be going pretty well for you overall. I feel like this is a time of celebration. And I feel like the celebration is coming in because of the things that you're achieving on a personal level. Perhaps you've been doing a lot of healing, or a lot of goal setting and setting foundations and setting boundaries and just working on yourself and the things that you want in your life. So I see the need to celebrate yourself, to feel proud for your accomplishments thus far, regardless of, let's say, other things that you haven't achieved, right? But more so focusing on things that you have and that you could be grateful for. Aside from that, my beautiful Scorpio, I'm also seeing here, you're someone quite special, okay? You hold this light within you. Oh, I just saw that she's holding light in her arms. But you're someone who could be a teacher, and not just like a teacher in school, but a teacher in the sense that you are someone who's wise and people look up to, whether that's your children, family member, friends. Sort of like you're that person who is wise, who is intelligent. And I'm saying here that although you have all these wonderful qualities, and you do, I feel like you're truthful, discerning, and just pretty mature. Like you've been through a lot that have given you these qualities. You're open-minded, okay? However, I'm also saying that perhaps there could be something from your past that you could be suppressing. And you may not be aware of this. This could be something at your subconscious, unconscious level, all right? And I feel that with the full moon, which is all about bringing things up for you to release and heal and let go of, there's something that's going to be coming up for you with this full moon in Gemini. Something that is from your past that perhaps you thought you already healed, or perhaps you thought, you didn't need to face. And I feel like you're going to go into a bit of a hermit mode. Not entirely, but I just feel like you may find yourself needing to rest, to meditate, to ground yourself, and to be like alone. Maybe like you'll spend that day in your room just, listening to your favorite music or journaling and reflecting. Whatever it is, but you might find yourself feeling like, I just want to be by myself. I need to clear my mind a little bit. And not exactly because you have a whole bunch of craziness going on in your life right now. Again, I do feel like overall your life should be well, but there are little things lingering on, little thoughts here and there, doubts and things of that sort. But with the full moon, you're going to be invited and pushed to dive a little deeper into yourself. So do not be surprised if you're feeling certain emotions from the past or certain things, maybe even memories that come up and you're like, what? Where's this coming from? What happened? I haven't thought about that thing since years or months ago. And the reason that it's being brought up is for you to reflect on them, for you to heal them, because you haven't fully healed them, my beautiful Scorpio. So give yourself that space. Create a space to allow yourself to feel. Maybe stay in instead of going out with friends. And it doesn't have to be all on the full moon. Again, I always say here on my channel that full moon and new moon rituals do not have to happen specifically on that date. I myself have a very busy schedule. I don't always do my full moon and new moon rituals on the specific day. Sometimes I do it a day earlier or before or whatever it is. And it's still just as powerful. All you have to do is set your intention, okay? Set your intention and it'll work just the same. With that being said, I do feel the need for you to take that time to go within, to become present, maybe creating a sacred space, a space where you feel relaxed, put on some nice music, kind of like a full moon or new moon ritual, really. But it doesn't have to be on the full moon or new moon. I hope that makes sense. Because with that, you're going to gain clarity. You're going to get a lot of clarity when you sit down and journal on these things and ask yourself questions to uncover these things that perhaps you need to heal from or need clarity in. Because that's the other thing. I'm just sort of seeing like there's something that you need clarity on. Okay? And the way that you're going to get the clarity is by reflecting on it and allowing yourself to sit with it. Because I do see things getting better once you gain this clarity, once you're able to release that and set the intention that you're releasing it, my beautiful friend. because you are somebody here with a specific purpose. And in order to move forward, you have to fully let go of these doubts, of these chatter in your mind. Okay. All right, my beautiful Scorpio friend, thank you so much for allowing me to be of guidance to you today. It is always such a pleasure to be of enlightenment. If you feel drawn to, please look at your rising and moon sign as well, just so that you can get a bigger picture about what it is that this full moon in Gemini is bringing in for you. And I would really appreciate it and love it if you find it in your heart to give this video a thumbs up or subscribe to me. That way we can stay connected. And I will see you in the next video. See you. Hello, my beautiful Sagittarius. Welcome to your full moon astrological tarot reading under the beautiful sign of Gemini. Wow, my dear Sagittarius. To be honest with you, I am very excited about your astrological reading today, your full moon astrological reading, because something unexpected happened today with just your reading. And boy, am I excited to share this with you. I was actually surprised by this myself. I was shook, honestly, because I was like, wow, what is this? It was a surprise to me. And I think there's definitely going to be a surprise for you in your life. So let's go ahead and get started into your cards. The first card that you have is Awakening, Energetic Upgrades, a new way of being, integration. All right. And let me just move this up just a little bit. And then you have the Three of Wands. Expansion. Oh, wait. This is the surprise, okay? So for all of the readings, for all of the astrological readings, I typically only pull 4 cards, 4 tarot cards, with the oracle card being the 5th card. And I always try my best to keep it fair, so I don't pull any additional cards, or even if there's one that wants to come out, I'll usually put it back and keep it at only 4 tarot cards among all of the readings. However, as I was going to set out your cards, look what you had as a surprise. The Fool card. There was an additional card with your card. So you have 2 more, and then you had 2, and these 2 were completely stuck together. I mean, I most certainly did not notice it when I was shuffling, and just now when I was going to lift them up and hold them, I saw that there was 2, and I was like, oh my God, what an unexpected surprise that there's 2 cards here. And so not only was that an unexpected thing, but the Fool literally represents unexpected adventures and new beginnings. So something exciting, and basically it is something positive and something that we would like in our life, some sort of new beginning that is exciting or unexpected, but oftentimes also the type of surprises or the type of action that requires you to take a leap of faith. So my beautiful Sagittarius, if there is some sort of, I almost don't even want to say if, because I feel like you will for sure get some sort of unexpected news or surprise or download or something that is going to be pleasurable, something that you're going to like, but it's going to be unexpected. Because again, not only was this actually an unexpected act, but it's the Fool card, the cards of new beginnings. So that's only double confirmation that something will come up unexpectedly and something new. So when this new thing comes up in your life, my beautiful Sagittarius, I want you to, even if it seems like it's something that is out of your comfort zone, or maybe, you might question it at first or something of that sort, I want you to still trust it. Your angels are saying, still take the leap of faith if it feels right to you, if it's safe to you. Because even for me, right, that I don't pick out more than 4 cards, and I'll normally put a card back. If a 5th one falls out, I'll put it back because I want to keep it fair among all of the other readings. I'm deciding to keep this one, and I'm like, you know what? This is a beautiful surprise from my guides, from the angels, right? It's a gift, so accept it. Accept that gift, even if it's something that is unusual or you're unsure of, or whatever the case may be. See, now I don't even have room for it. Basically, I really wanted to share that with you because I feel like that was very significant to you, my beautiful Sagittarius, okay? And then the other card that you have is Ace of Cups. Also new beginning. So another confirmation that this was no coincidence. You know what? We are going to find a place for the Fool card because I want you to remember this throughout your reading because this was beautiful and this was special. Maybe we could put it up here with your symbol, your zodiac symbol, just so that you can have it in sight, because I really feel that this was a very significant message for you. And with the Ace of Cups, again, third confirmation about this new beginning. Ace of Cups, it's all about new beginnings, okay? It's all about fulfillment, feeling happy. A lot of times it's also about relationship and connections, but of course it doesn't have to be, not only about that. So this could potentially represent meeting someone after the full moon, someone new. This could be in friendships, relationships, or someone significant in your life. And maybe at first you might be a little closed off or question this person, and your angels want to say, welcome in this new thing that's going to come into your life, whatever it is, even if it's not a connection, even if it's not a person. You also then have the 10 of Wands. Wow, beautiful. Okay. Let me go ahead and organize this a little better since your reading is a little bit different. Trying to make a little bit of room here. Okay. Okay, my beautiful Sag. So, what I'm seeing here, aside from that beautiful, new, unexpected beginning, that leap of faith that the universe is pushing you to take into something new. Oh, and something else that just came into my mind as well with the full moon. And full moons are about releasing what's not serving us, letting go of what is not in our highest good. Something else I am getting intuitively is that perhaps be open-minded to letting go of things you have been holding on to that are holding you back. This could be people, relationships, limiting beliefs, perhaps even a job, and taking a leap of faith into something new. Taking a leap of faith to meet new people, taking a leap of faith to start your own business, to do your own thing. Because now that I'm thinking about it, my dear Sagittarius, you also have awakening. And with the card awakening, this also represents that you are going through some sort of realization of yourself, of your life, reflection of who you are, what you're doing here on planet Earth. What is it that your heart truly desires? What is it that you want to achieve and have in your life to live a fulfilled, happy life? How can you fill your own cup? How can you overflow with love? How can you bring into your life things that are more in alignment, more in balance? Wow. And you're being upgraded at this time. And I feel like this new beginning will be part of your upgrade. A new way of being, okay? And see how this person is just allowing themselves to be raised up. They're just letting it be. They're not forcing it. And so is the Fool. The Fool's walking with their hands flowingly, just like on here. They're just flowing with the flow of change. Oh my goodness, it's all making sense, my beautiful Sagittarius. They're all just going with the current, with the flow of the current, okay, instead of going against it. And it's specifically with this full moon in Gemini, which is all about adaptability, all right? It's about adapting to changes. And look, oh my goodness, this is so insane. You have the moon up here. So I strongly feel like this message is very significant to you, my beautiful Sagittarius, with this full moon in Gemini. Very, very significant. You're being invited to adapt to whatever's coming into your life, even if it's uncomfortable at first, even if you're doubting it at first. And going with it, trusting the universe, because you're going through some sort of transition, through some sort of change, an internal change, a internal change that is also that, excuse me, there's so much I want to say. I'm sort of mumbling my words here, but it's like you're going through an internal change that is also reflecting in your external world, if that makes sense. It's also affecting your relationships and the way that you view your life, how you feel about your life. It's like you could be even going through some sort of spiritual awakening, or maybe your second one or your third one or your first one, but definitely some sort of deeper meaning here about your life and transition, where things might be shaken up, but for the better, for something new to be created, because you're being called for more. Wow. This is beautiful. And I feel like this is all coming in for you, this expansion, because that's exactly what's happening for you. You are expanding, you are growing, you are breaking out of your shell, out of the matrix, out of your way of being that was not serving you before, right? And you're breaking free now. Oh, and something else for a lot of you, this could actually represent literal travel. So relocating, traveling to a different country, moving, something of that sort as well. I am seeing that for some of you. Aside from the traveling, you know, this expansion that you're going through, you're spreading your wings and truly stepping into your power. And I feel like this is all coming in after some time of feeling overwhelmed, of feeling stressed, of having like a lot of weight on your shoulders. Okay, maybe a lot of struggles and major challenges and lack of feeling inspired and hopeful. And, you know, for a while you kept going and pushing through until you made it here. It's like you've been battling with yourself for a while, waiting for a blessing, waiting for some sort of grand thing in your life, you know, for a change, for something more fulfilling, more fun, more joyous, more meaningful. And it's like that thing is finally coming. The end is in sight. Wow. This is so powerful and beautiful for you, my beautiful Sagittarius. I'm just so excited because I think that this is the type of change that is very much what you needed, you know? And it's going to come unexpected and it's going to be beautiful. It could come through a form of a person, of a download if you're very in tune with your intuition. It could come through news or whatever, but be ready and accept and adapt to change. Wow. I highly encourage you, my beautiful Sag, to take some time during this full moon, especially in Gemini, because again, this full moon is about being able to adapt to the changes in your lives of the seasons, right? And into entering a new stage in your lives, a new era, which is exactly what I see for you. So this full moon will be assisting you and amplifying that type of energy. So work with that. Work with that in your favor. Wow, this is really freaking amazing. I am just mind blown by your reading. And I think this is the longest reading that I did today, because it's just beautiful energy here. All right, my beautiful Sag, I am sending you so much love and healing energy. I'm super excited to see how this will unfold for you and what the surprise will be, what this unexpected new beginning is. And thank you so much for allowing me to bring you this divine guidance. Also, make sure to watch your rising and moon sign just so that you can get a bigger picture of exactly what is going to be happening to your life into this reading. And of course, if you find it in your heart, I would highly and greatly appreciate if you could give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe so that we can stay connected. All right, my love, until the next video, see you. Hi, beautiful and gorgeous Capricorn. Welcome to your full moon in Gemini astrological tarot reading. All right, let's go ahead and begin with your reading. All right, so with this full moon in Gemini, your oracle card is Anna, grandmother of Jesus, sending the light, laying foundations, divine plan. Okay, and you have that along with the 9 of Wands, Page of Pentacles, the Death card, and last but not least, Temperance. What a beautiful reading here, I think. Okay, my beautiful Capricorn. What I'm seeing for you with this full moon is, okay, so for starters, there's definitely some sort of transition happening in your life, right? I think that there's some sort of massive lesson that you're learning at this time, or will be learning with the full moon. And it's a type of change or transformation that is happening within your life that is more so on a spiritual level. Meaning that here in the physical, in your human life, you may feel like things are against you, like this thing that is happening to you is happening against you, but it's not. It's actually working in your favor. It's actually working to align you with something better. Let me start there, because I'm seeing here, especially with the Death card, and it's funny because we're talking about a full moon, and full moons are all about releasing and letting go of whatever is not serving us. And that is exactly what the Death card represents. You know, a lot of people are afraid of this card when they see it. They think it's the worst card in tarot, but it's actually not. It is not the worst card in tarot. It's actually one of my favorite cards, because the Death represents the things that we need to let go of, ending of something, or something closing out for something new and better to come in. Spiritual transformation, new beginnings, okay? And the thing is that these changes come unexpected with the Death. This could be something like a divorce, a loss of a loved one, losing your job, and that type of thing. But it's also that type of thing that, you know, maybe you're losing a relationship because that person's not for you. Maybe you lost your job because you were really unhappy at your job. And this is what's going to push you to start your own business. This is what's going to push you to find your soulmate. That is a type of change that the Death card brings. And this is why I love the Death card, because it's about aligning us with our soul's purpose, with the life that we deserve and want. But we often self-sabotage, right? So the universe will align you, will try to balance the scales in your life, because the universe always wants the best for you. And they're going to remove those things that are not working for you, right? And speaking about balancing things in your life and you know, putting the scale back in place, you have Temperance here, which is all about balance, which is all about stability. It's all about inner peace, specifically doing things that truly make you feel calm inside, harmonious inside, having harmonious relationships, soulmate connections. Wow, I mean, literally this, and the fact that it came out right next to the Death card, this is only more confirmation that this is exactly what this transition, this challenge or obstacle that you're going through now is bringing into your life. It's just to bring more peace into your life, and so that you can learn that those deeper valuable lessons that are going to make you wiser and stronger, okay? And so that you can learn not to allow yourself to be dragged into conflicts or issues that throw you off balance, and adapting to situations with a clear mind and calm heart to keep your balance. Is teaching you to keep your balance even with when problems arise. With that being said, there's also some sort of message, some sort of news, or some sort that may be coming in for you. I feel like there's some sort of becoming where you're learning certain things during this time, which of course we talked about. But with the Page of Pentacles, especially on a spiritual context, I do want to say, I feel like maybe you're strengthening your connection with your angels, because that is another thing that is really coming up for you is sort of like your angels, your ancestors, or some sort of divine connection here for you with the Temperance card and the grandmother of Jesus, which is representing Christ consciousness. And then there's this pillar of light coming down from the divine, from the universe, right onto earth. So even the Page of Pentacles, I just feel that you could be someone that maybe is starting their spiritual journey, spiritual awakening, or even if you have been in it, maybe you are ascending, maybe you're creating some sort of legacy for yourself and for your loved ones. But definitely some sort of becoming here is what I'm feeling. And this could very much be in regards to wealth or even breaking generational curses as well, right? That go beyond your parents and your grandparents and so on, that have been passed down. So I'm seeing solid foundations and beginnings for you. So my beautiful Capricorn, please know that whatever troubles, whatever obstacles you are facing right now, know that these challenges are only meant to serve your highest good. Whatever conflicts, whatever it is that you feel is unbearable or that you're being punished for, you are not being punished in any way or form. This is a blessing in disguise, and you'll be able to fully and clearly see this as time goes on, as you learn these lessons, okay? Please keep hope inside. Oh, and another thing that's really sticking out for you here, you see the sun in the background, and here as well, the sun and how they're really shining. And this one actually has a crown. That's really sticking out to me. And even with the Page of Pentacles holding the coin up like this is really pointing out for me being hopeful and optimistic. And also your solar plexus. So having willpower and confidence in divine plan in yourself. Okay? My beautiful, wow, okay, sorry. I just noticed another thing as well. In this one, wow, interesting. Okay, so here on the Death card, I'm going to show you actually. You have the crown you have the crown on the floor, right? It's been thrown on the floor. This person is defeated. They're on the ground. They feel like they have given up. Their crown is on the floor, right? Usually a prince or a king will hold their crown high up, as they say. Hold your crown high up. Stand tall. And on this one, you see the crown being lifted by the sun and shining bright, right? Like it's going to rise up, right? Like with the angel. And for me, what that says is, this is you. You have been taken down by your challenges, right? Where you are feeling defeated, but you're soon going to be rising up better and stronger than ever before. I love this for you. Wow, my beautiful Capricorn. This is amazing. This is very powerful energy here. I'm very excited to see how this unfolds for you. And also, if you have not seen your rising and moon sign, I do encourage you to look at those as well. If you feel drawn to, just to get a more in-depth picture of what this full moon will be encouraging you to do. And of course, if you find it in your heart to please give this video a thumbs up, as that helps my channel grow, and also subscribe so that we can stay connected and you can stay in tune with the other videos that I'll be posting. All right, my love, thank you so much. Sending you so much love, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Hi, my beautiful Aquarius. Welcome to your divine astrological reading. With this full moon in Gemini, you have as your oracle card, trust and niggle. What is niggling? What is the niggly feeling trying to tell you? Okay, with that, you also have the Sun card. Beautiful. Along with the King of Wands. Wonderful. And Knight of Pentacles. Okay. And last but not least, the Four of Wands. How exciting. All right, times for celebrations. Okay, my beautiful Aquarius. What I see here for you with this full moon in Gemini, which is all about releasing and letting go of what's not serving us, and also being able to adapt to changes. What I see here is that, honestly, things should be going pretty well for you. And if they have not, they will be going pretty well for you. I'm seeing nothing but positive, uplifting cards for you here. I'm also seeing some sort of becoming for you, meaning that you are entering a phase in your life, or you have entered a phase in your life, because to be honest with you, for most of you, I feel that you have been on this journey already. Like, these are skills that you have gained over time through your challenges and lessons. And I'm seeing here that you are somewhere in your life where you're feeling a lot more stable, I would say. You're a lot more grounded. And this is because you have learned a lot through your experiences. Perhaps you have become more patient, more responsible, working towards what you want and finishing what you start. You're in a phase where you're achieving your wishes and your dreams through perseverance and determination. You're focused on what it is that you want to create in your life. You're being picky about where your energy goes. You're being protective of who you are trying to become, is what I feel like. And this is because of everything that you have gone through. Perhaps you are someone who has gone through their spiritual awakening, because with this picture here, I see someone with their eyes closed as, representing not being awakened, right? And then someone with their eyes open, which is someone who is awakened, who is aware of themselves. And I feel like you're someone who is, to some level, shape, or form, very aware of themselves, or tries to be aware of themselves and their actions, right? And the other thing is, though, although things have been going, I think, great for you, you have been feeling optimistic, creative, you have been working on the things that you need to work on, and growing and healing and doing shadow work perhaps, and all of these wonderful things that really get you in alignment with your life's purpose, with your soul's purpose. I feel that now you're getting some sort of calling. Oh, sorry about that. You're getting some sort of intuition, feeling, maybe a download, maybe a feeling, maybe a call, whatever you want to call it. But I feel like now the universe, your guides, your angels are working towards that next step of your life. They're working on getting you to really embark on your life's purpose, okay? So there is some sort of feeling or something trying to tell you, hey, it's time now. You've done the work. You've been consistent. Now push yourself farther. Put yourself out there. Be of service. Maybe it's about you being a speaker, expressing yourself, sharing your wisdom for others to heal and learn from you. Maybe it's about being a mentor, or whatever it is, right? Whatever it is for you in specific, it's time to step out there and follow that feeling. What is that feeling? What is your gut feeling asking of you? What is it that you feel would be the right next step for you? Because I do feel like there's some sort of homecoming for you, or some sort of feeling like you belong and feeling whole. And I mean, like, really and truly setting the right foundations. I feel like you're building a legacy. You're building something greater than yourself here. And on a side note, I do feel like some of you will be traveling, perhaps returning home or something of that sort, or you did travel home with the holidays. Gatherings with family, celebrating for sure. But I'm also seeing here that with this full moon, you're also being invited to listen more to yourself. And I'm also seeing here that she's holding her stomach, which is representing her sacral or solar plexus. And your sacral chakra, I think this is more about her sacral, which is more about using your creative energy, using your voice, using your creativity to create more. Maybe it is to start your own business. Maybe it is to connect more with yourself on a deeper level, to listen to your body, right? There's also something here with your third eye, seeing things for what they are, fully and truly. But right now, I think with this full moon in Gemini, you're being invited to trust in your inner voice, trust in your intuition, is what I'm saying for you, my beautiful Aquarius. And that will lead you into the path that will most serve you, into stepping into a pedestal, into being a leader even, into being of example, maybe to your children, maybe to people who look up to you. Wow. All right, my dear Aquarius, thank you so much for tuning in with me and allowing me to connect with your beautiful energy. I do encourage you to also look at your rising and moon sign, as those are parts of who you are, of your characteristics, and will also give you a bigger picture of what this full moon in Gemini is bringing in for you. Also, if you find it in your heart to please give this video a thumbs up or even subscribe to me so that we can stay connected and you can stay tuned to other videos. I would highly and greatly appreciate that. And sending you lots of love and healing energy. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Hi, my beautiful Pisces. Welcome to your full moon astrological tarot reading in the sign of Gemini. All right, let's go ahead and dive right into your reading. For starters, you have the beautiful oracle card of Leap. You go first, the universe will catch you. You also have Nine of Swords with the Ace of Swords. Oh, okay. You have the Hermit. And you also have King of Swords. All right, we're just gonna move this up a little bit, make it a bit more centered. Okay. My gorgeous Pisces, what I'm seeing for you with this full moon in Gemini, and with the full moon, you know, this is a time of letting go of whatever's not serving us. And with the sign of Gemini, which is a strong sign with adaptability and just being able to adapt to changes, I see here that you're being invited to trust more in the universe, my beautiful Pisces. Not only do you have the moon in your reading, and as I have been saying in previous readings here, when I see the moon sign or the moon symbol in any of the cards, for me, that is confirmation that this reading specifically applies to you with the following full moon, meaning that the effects of this full moon for you, my dear Pisces, will be significant, okay? That this message is significant. And what I'm seeing here for you is that this is a time to take a leap of faith, meaning that go ahead and take a bold risk, a type of risk that will serve your highest good, the type of risk that even if it's a little uncomfortable or scary at first, you should be able to trust because the universe will be right there to catch you. This is something that will serve your highest good and that will bring good things into your life. Because one thing I'm seeing for you, Pisces, is that perhaps this is a time where you are reflecting about your life, which is great. I think that we should always reflect about our lives, meaning that you're looking at things on a deeper level. Perhaps you're even going through a spiritual awakening. Perhaps you have been thinking a lot lately about what you want and don't want in your life, what you're no longer going to be tolerating, because there's definitely a feeling or a feel to let go of something in here, okay? Something that hasn't been serving you, something that perhaps is stressing you out and overwhelming you. Maybe you've been in your mind too much because you have a lot of sword cards in your cards, which represents needing mental clarity. And I'm saying here that perhaps you may have some sort of calling, or you have an idea or a feeling of what you should do about this thing that is stressing you or overwhelming you. And the universe is saying, trust me, I will catch you. If it is healing that you need, healing will come. For example, let's say that you're overwhelmed about a certain relationship you're in, or you're overwhelmed about your finances. The universe is saying, trusting me, I have your back. You can take the leap of faith. You can start something new. And not only that, right? You have leap. You go first and the universe will catch you. And you also see this person jumping off and they're trusting it. They're jumping off. They're not worried. They're just going with the flow of things. But not only that, I see that they're flowing in this direction of the Ace of Swords, which is new beginning, new ideas, and mental clarity, right? Being able to think clearly, along with the Hermit. She's also looking back, but the way that I'm seeing is that she's looking back at the Hermit. And the Hermit is all about isolation, and not the type of isolation where, you're just becoming antisocial and you just don't want to interact with anyone because you're depressed or anything like that. No, it's not just about that, right? Even if you are feeling a bit down, this is more about introspection, soul searching, and soul searching for yourself, searching for more in your life, searching for enlightenment in your life, things that fulfill you. So you're taking time for yourself to reflect more on your decisions, your choices, the direction you want your life to go in, and things of that sort, so that you can plan for the future and make better decisions that align with you. Okay, that is what this time is about for you, and what perhaps this full moon is amplifying for you is to reflect deeper on that. What is it that you're ready to let go of, and what is it that you want to invite in new in your life? Set clear intention on what that is with this full moon, because it's very powerful, my beautiful Pisces. Okay, but one thing's for sure is, if you have been a bit clouded lately, I do see a lot of more clarity in your life coming in with the King of Swords and the Ace of Swords here. I do see you being able to have more clarity on which direction you want to go and move, and be more secure in your decisions, more standing more firm, okay, and not going back, not self-sabotaging as much, and so on. It's like there's some transformation that you're going through right now, for sure, with the butterflies here. Some sort of lesson that is teaching you something greater and bigger for this journey you're about to embark on, this new beginning. Okay, my beautiful Pisces, thank you so much for allowing me to bring you this insight with this full moon in Gemini. Of course, also take a look at your rising and moon sign, as that will give you a deeper message with what this full moon is about for you. And if you find it in your beautiful heart to give this video a thumbs up, and also subscribe to me so that we can stay connected and you can watch the next videos I'll be uploading. Sending you so much love and so much light. I will see you in my next video. Bye.